Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gorax and welcome back to some Folktale. As many of you know, the Folktale dev blog has been released a couple of weeks ago, I think 2 or 3 weeks, and the actual patch came out last week and I had a chance to look over it, and I did have a little stream, but the graphics were a little bit glitchy on that. So I'm gonna make a proper video here, and if you don't know how to opt in for the beta patch, because it is not an official patch, it is just a showcase patch in order to show very dedicated, followers of the game, where the game is actually headed. So if you check out their Steam webpage, I'm just going to close that here. This is the Steam community website and of Folktale, and you have here Folktale patch 0.2.4, and if you go on it, on the very down below here is a explanation how to get in the or how to opt in for the patch. So under the fourth tab, no, there you go, Windows 64-bit, you just copy this code, or if you have a Windows 32-bit, you copy this code here. Let's just do that. You copy that. Then you go to your library, you go on properties of Folktale, and in betas over here you paste that code right in here. Then you go check code, and then you have this debugging selection available, so you select this and then you can go in game and check out the changes they have made so far. So there's also a pretty cool guide to it. Let me just find where it's at. Just give me a second here. Sandbox player guide, of course. I think I mentioned it in the earlier video before, but this is a very extensive guide on how to use the the sandbox player basically. Most of the stuff is not working just yet. The controls are working, but as you can see here, as you will see in the player, these icons are not just finished yet in the game, in the patch. Because, for example, I didn't know what these icons were, because you have these iron bars in the stones not in front of it, but I will show you this in a second. I'm pretty excited because in this patch you have got actually city walls in it. And you can place some city gatehouses and stairs on them as well, and they look really cool, really cool. Of course, you don't, if you have seen the devblog video, I mean, you have seen everything just yet, but I want to make this video anyway, because I promised you guys I'm going to keep a close eye on this game, and I want to give you my personal view on the patch and what the things are going to be looking like. So let's just jump into the game. Give me a second, I will jump into the game right now and we'll have a look at what's actually going on in the sandbox player. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Rightio, and to see that you did the right thing with copying the correct code, you will have an extra window here which tells you preview. So here we are in game with the human village made by the developers. I'm pretty sure you know the map already, since you have checked out the other dev blogs. As you can see, we can rotate. Yeah! If you have a mouse wheel, you can just press the mouse wheel and rotate around. I was missing this the last couple of times because I couldn't, the tilt and rotate keyboard keys, they weren't working actually. So before we get started, let's check the graphics settings here, which are pretty cool. You've got the performance. You can have presets pretty much, so custom and very high and very very high settings, low settings, depending on what computer you are on. I'm not going to change anything because then my recording software will jump out again. This is my second take here. Obviously you can change your frames per second. The shadow quality I have on low because I don't really care about shadows. Environmental detail high, anti-aliasing and stuff like this. So pretty good setting options here. Then the audio, you can't change the SFX volume, voices and soundtrack, but the master volume. And the key bindings are locked because you can't change anything around yet. So, but that doesn't really matter. The key bindings are still the same, just like in the tutorial. So for those of you that didn't like the way you can scroll around the map because it's too slow, press shift and move the mouse, press the move buttons, and you're moving around the map really nicely. So what is this all about? You have seen the dev block video before, but I just want to give you my sort of impressions. Since I promised you guys I'm going to keep a close eye on the buildings. So as you can see, we have some peasants on the map, and we are going to build a house. But before I do that, I want to go over the overview here. As you can see, it changed. It's much smaller, this overview field. You've got your overall population, your gold, your research points, and your happiness. And this little button here is basically your stockpile. I'm not sure. I think this is those two barrels, the stockpile and those casks. Because the storehouse in here doesn't actually really work. Then you have over here, you have the options, which I showed you already. You've got a world map, which is not working just yet. The mini-map only works if you click in the mini-map. So for the devs, a little note there, if you can click and drag, you should be moving around as well. So something to do for the future. The market tool, I think this is market. It's not working just yet, simply because we don't have a market built and there's no trade to be done at the moment anyway. So this is obviously for looting if you have killed monsters. And as you can see right now, we have a day and night life cycle, which really adds to the atmosphere. Okay, let's start building something. So we have the building tool here, which is divided in 3 parts. You've got the advanced buildings, obviously not working right now, as stated in the sandbox player guide. You've got your military buildings, the tool maker, and the barracks and the walls. I'm going to show that a little bit later. Oh, I love the walls. They are so amazing. And you got the general buildings. You've got your houses, a fisher, the church, the windmill. I think this was the iron smelter, the wood cutter, stone cutter, a well, hunter, a weaver, the storehouse, the beehives, and the fields. Now in the sandbox player guide, you have little icons on the left-hand corner. They are not in here, as you can see, but it would really help to have them in here, because I tried to figure out what those 3 icons were. Because obviously this is a hammer, but I thought this would be a tool maker. So please implement these little signs on the corners of these little icons here. This helps to see what they produce. So before we, keep sinking into too much shit talk, let's just start building something. Obviously you can see free building is available. So you just click the left mouse button and drag it over to rotate the building. Let's make one over here. And let's chuck one over here as well. And as you can see, sometimes the building is moving around. I don't know what this is about. So there are some glitches in here, obviously, because it's a pretty early build. So you just click and drag very carefully. So build one over here. And let's make 2 more on the other side, just to have a nice look. One over here and one over here. So let's get started with the woodcutter. Obviously you can see that orange circle that is rotating. This is the influence area where he finds trees and stuff. So this is pretty okay. So I'm gonna place him here. And on the other side, I'm going to chuck in the church. Is this the right way around? No, it's not. There you go. So let's just wait until they finish the woodcutter. So I'm gonna select him and recruit him. You could also go in the options here and say, okay, recruit this, recruit him, or find people to recruit. So I'm gonna make a female monk. She's not able to do anything at the moment, because this is basically just to showcase people that would like to see how free building placement is working. But I'm gonna build it over here anyway. So these little icons here over the houses, you can recruit, you can repair the building options, of course, with researching, upgrading buildings, which is not working at the moment, and demolish. Okay, so obviously every settlement needs a windmill. So let's chuck a windmill over here and make some, let's make some fields. One field here, one field here, one here.
New building options are
Nice day and night life cycle, I like it. And one over here.
New building options are available.
Okay, so they're building it really fast, which I really like. But this is nothing new to you guys.
New building options are
So I'm just going to show you the other recruitment options. So I'm going to recruit through defined. So I want 1 and 2 workers recruited. There they come, and they're going straight on the fields. Alright, so let's just place a woodcutter. This guy over here. Let's place him over here. And we are going to make the iron smelter right on this edge. And we are going to put another house over here so they don't have to walk that much. And yeah, what else do we have? Oh, the storehouse is available as well, but it doesn't seem quite finished yet because you're gonna see this in a second. The textures are not ready as of yet, but it's not that bad. So I'm gonna take you, buddy. You come over here. And you start smashing some of the rocks, buddy. So let's have a quick look. So he's going up the ladders there. Really looks cool, and he's smashing the rock. It all looks really smooth. Yeah, I really like what's going on here. So they're doing it. They did a really great job in, you know, adding little things. Okay, so you obviously are going in here, and hopefully he's going inside of the mine. Nope, he doesn't. When I was making the stream, I had a guy that actually went inside of the mine and where he was smashing his pickaxe against the wall. Right, okay, so we've got that. Oh, another thing maybe to mention is you've got collision with the people. When you go against your people, you collide. Boom! You cannot go through the people, but through the houses. But not always, because I had troubles going through the walls. You know, the city walls. Alright. So we cannot build a fisher's hut. We cannot build a well. Or a hunter. Or a thingy. Ah, here, the storehouse. This is what I meant. The textures are not ready just yet. You can look, and if it's raining, it's going to get all wet. But obviously, this is a pretty early build. So, this is the basic buildings. Let's check out the military buildings. Let's get up the barracks and recruit someone. So, these are the barracks. I really like the way it looks. I didn't want that. So, let's just place it here. And let's make the tool maker right over here. Also with the storehouse, nothing gets moved in the storehouse. It just stands there because obviously all the little mechanics, the background mechanics are not just ready yet. And you can actually make female militia. In the tutorial you cannot do this, but here I'm gonna show you. Boom! Female militia. So I'm gonna send her over here because I'm gonna start building a wall right now. And yes. So this is the tool maker. Really nice. These wheels are turning and show. This is looking really cool. They actually lined up really nice. So let's recruit one. But as I just said, he's just standing here because we cannot do anything. We could upgrade the building or research something, but we don't have any research points yet, so there's nothing happening right now. Not quite sure how to actually get research points. Not a cottage. I didn't want a cottage. I want this one here. the beehive. I can't do anything with it. I would believe that research points can be accumulated over the monastery. But as you can see, I cannot do anything just of yet. So we've recruited one militia. Everything is working out fine. He's hacking on his stones. This dude is going in his mine. It's all working pretty cool. So let's show you, which I think is the highlight of this patch, the walls. The walls are pretty simply placed by click and drag over here. So let's get the people to work. I think they did a great job with the walls, because you can also place city gates and stairs to it. I'm gonna show you guys if the militia and military units can actually get up the walls, because I did ask them, the developers, on their dev blog video, and yes, you can. So this is pretty nice. But right now there's no point for me to take out the militia and, you know, go slay something, because all these monsters on this map are not, I cannot interact with them. They are not attacking me, and I can't attack them. So there's really no point in going out and smack something. So yeah, and look at this. This is our little village. So, I believe, if you have a look over here, right now we only can have 2 workers, and I think if we upgrade it, upgrading buildings is not included, of course not. That's what I said, it requires happiness and all this stuff. And I believe once you upgrade the building, you can have more farmers. Alright, so it's not just finished yet, it's still growing. And should be finished now. There you go. So, one thing I really like is, once the wall is finished, let's make a gate. I believe the gate is really cool, and I believe in the finished game there might be an option where you can select your own banner, your own emblem, because once this gate is finished, I show you why. What do you guys think about this day and night cycle? This is pretty awesome. But, you know, if you have the stuff placed around here, you can see at the edge of the map, there's just blue. It would be, I don't know how to make it, but it would be actually cool, you know, just to extend the land further, but make a barrier so you can go past the map. But this just looks like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend having this like this here, the map in the finished game, because it just like looks like a the map. And also, if you have a day and night cycle, it would be cool to actually have a sun or a moon up there, because I feel like I'm in a Truman Show. Simply because there are lights down here, but no source. Right, there you go! The city gates. I think they are bloody awesome. Look at this. So if people are trying to raid your city, they are going to have to smash these walls first. And remember the city banner? There you go. This is a lion. So I think this you're able to, you know, maybe change your own banners. You make a little nice colored banners of your own for your own city. This would be pretty darn cool. So this has a lot of potential, you know, if you do multiplayer games or anything like this. If it's implemented or not, I'm not quite sure. So yeah, let's just close the gate. Swang! Look at this, how awesome is this? And open the gate again. So yeah, as you can see, we can also build some stairs. Let's do this. Let's make some stairs over here. And I want to show you something as well, because the units, you know, militia, the units can get up the walls. But there's something really bothering me. I mean, this is a gatehouse, pretty much. There are guards in there over the turn of the night. But he can't actually go over there. So, oh, let's see if I can. Boom. No, there's no collision. Damn. Now there's collision. No. Just on these towers here. Right, fair enough. So there is some collision. Not everywhere. But I think this is pretty important. To me, I think this is really, really great to have collision. Because, you know, you just summon collision also here on the gate. I think a collision is very, very good for the game. Not so much on the units, but on the buildings. So let's just wait until this stuff is finished. Let's take the militia out. Come on, speed it up. Are you guys actually trying out the patch build yourself? Are you playing around on the maps? Have you actually created a map which you can play with the map world map editor here? Let me know in the comments, the comment section below. I would also love to see some maps of you guys. So if you have a map made yourself, send it to me via personal message or via email, and I have a go at it. Now, since we can play the maps. Well, but make sure you have created a map within the 0.2.4 patch. Come on, guys, get the stairs ready already. There you go. Now, let's go up here. So this is great, you know. If you have, you know, ranged units.
Be right there, darling.
What's happening now?
Busy.
Come up here.
All right, dear.
Go up the stairs.
Okay. A woman's work is never
What's wrong?
Be right there, darling. Busy. All right.
Oh man. So let's make some other stairs over here. What's going on?
Right away. Okay. A woman's work is never done.
So are they actually building it? Ah, damn, I was going to show... Why can't she...
Busy. All right, dear.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
What now?
Something to do? Right away.
Why can you not move up here? Well, can you go up here then?
Work is never done. Be right there.
Come here. Stop. Come here. Jesus.
Right away. Okay.
Ah, damn, look. Now we have the stairs in front of the wall.
A woman's work is never done.
Oh man, are you kidding me? So the stairs influence range actually stops people from moving through this little patch. So she can't move through here. I only wanted to show you how she can get up the stairs or not. Hopefully she can go over here. Okay, she can. Can you get up here? Please go up there. Ah, no. Okay, so this is typical showcasing. So you have units placed up here basically. And maybe some siege units as well, you know, like boiling oil or something that you pour down the walls, and the arrows, the bolts and arrows shooting down from the walls. But you cannot walk. She can't go through the gatehouse.
Be right there, darling.
Which I think is quite stupid, because there's a door here and she should actually go straight through. So maybe, I hope this is going to be fixed sometime soon.
A woman's work is never done.
So, yeah. Oh, I want to show you as well
Busy.
the damage of the thing. In the sandbox player guide, they say press U multiple times. So let's have a look how it looks like. Oh yes, look at this. The roof is damaged. But you can't actually damage the towers here for some reason. Boom, wow, that looks cool. That's a big pile of rubbish there. Cool stuff. But they're repairing it straight away. Oh yes, let's destroy that house over here just to show you guys how it looks like. So once, if you decide to destroy a building, it falls into its pieces. Boom! Look at that, a barrel here, stone, some planks and some wood. Really, really much love the detail. I really like that. So there you go, guys. This is a quick overview of the patch 0.2.4. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And I think this has a lot of potential here. Jesus, if you place the walls around your city, you know, place some guards. And up here... Oh, look at that. What is this? A trebuchet. Ah, look at that. Oh, fucking awesome. I didn't know that. And a crossbow. Hell yes. Can we actually do something with the trebuchet? I think they're working on their own. Wow, man. Jesus, just look at this. You know, if you coming with your army and trying to take over the city, you're gonna be... Ah, damn it. A trebuchet. Ooh, this is going to be hard. But why are they pointing down? Wow. This is cool. So I believe if units are somewhere close by, they're shooting themselves. Yeah, cool. There you go. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video so far. I think this game is headed in the right direction. I hope to, in the next couple patches, that we can actually have some fights and, you know, spawn some units ourselves in order to test the defense of the you know, trebuchets and the crossbows and our units on the walls. This would be actually really cool, and maybe get some different stuff, some different units recruited. Because if I look here, well, you can get some workers, but oh, and it crashed. Folktale just crashed, but hey, I got through. Yes, I got through on the game anyway. I wanted to show you. I showed you what I wanted to show you, so it's all good. It's all good. Nothing happened. So yeah, just let me know if you guys are playing the patch as well. If you have checked out some stuff, or if you have realized something or found something that is not working well, or that you don't like, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to forward it to the devs as well. So yeah, my name is Gorax. Catch you the next time.